Hey everyone, this is Dahlia helping young professionals to launch and grow international careers and to get career freedom. And I'm just hopping on to say happy holidays to everyone and also to talk about one thing that I know has been coming up a lot for many of you, which is the holiday stress that we get to face every single year. So I just wanted to discuss that with you, see how everyone is doing. And so if you are there and you can hear me, let me know. And let me know, what are your stress levels right now? What are you up to for the holidays? And what is your main challenge basically over this holiday period? I know that some of you, we did a little poll here in the International Career Seeker Facebook group, and some of you have said that you are just trying to disconnect over the holidays. So you're just ignoring anything you have to do, trying to relax and trying to, deal with what you need to deal with in 2019, basically. And then some of you have said, what holidays? I'm working. And you're feeling a bit bitter that you have to work over the holidays. It's okay. I've been there too, believe me. And some of you have said that actually you are in full force. Actually, the majority of you guys said that you are really, really going to be focusing on job hunting during the holidays, during the end of 2018, because you absolutely do not want to start 2019 still not having gotten a new career. So a lot of you guys are saying, this is go time. Forget about holidays. You guys are on top of it. You're on top of your goals. Hey, Henry Francis. So Henry says he sent out a few emails and set himself up for when I come back. Felt good about it. Excellent. And so Henry, this is something that I'm actually going to touch on, and it sounds like you are on the right track. So what kind of emails did you set up? And why did you feel good about that? What was it that made you feel good? That is the question. And I think that is an interesting question because it is such a shame to spend the holiday period or to spend any period or any day of your life not feeling, not feeling like you're happy, not feeling like you are doing the thing that you are meant to do, and not feeling like you can really enjoy your life. Whether that is that you're trying to enjoy the time you're spending with your family and you feel like you can't fully enjoy the time because you feel stressed that, I still have work to do, I don't really have that much time off, or I have time off, but I should be using it towards something else, or, whatever it might be. And so I am curious, Henry, if you can just comment, why did you feel good about setting up those emails? What was it that made you feel that you had done the right thing and that you were then able to focus on something else? I think that would be really interesting to share if you can. So yeah, I know some of you, the other issue that you're dealing with is seeing family again. And sometimes this is just spending more time with your closer family, whether you already see them very often, but now it's like, it's family time. And so they're going to be on your case again about, when are you getting a new job? What are your 2019 goals? Are you earning more money? Or when are you going to start moving out of the house? I know a lot of you guys are stuck living with your parents, not out of choice, but just out of the financial situation. And it's not really what you want. And it's not necessarily what your parents want. And it's draining your relationship. And so the holidays is a time when this is going to come up again. For some of you, it's more about that extended family that comes and goes, oh, what is it that you're up to these days? Oh, you're still there. Okay. And I think with extended family, technically, it shouldn't matter what your long lost aunts and uncles think. I mean, if you're not very close family and you don't know each other that well, I think most people are not depending on their extended family's approval about their career choices. But I think where this hurts, when someone mentions what you do or what you're still doing, and where you feel that kind of shame about it or embarrassment, it's not so much what they think, it's what you think. And I think what happens is that a lot of people are not satisfied with what they're doing, and when someone else reminds them of that, it feels bad. Whereas if you absolutely loved what you did and it was not that conventional and someone is saying, what is it that you're doing? That's weird. I mean, that happens to me all the time, but I don't really care. I go, yeah, I know it sounds weird for most people, but I love it, right? So if you really loved what you did and you were excited about it and passionate about it, then it doesn't matter what other people comment. But when they comment and it hurts, it's because you also don't want to be doing what it is that you're doing. So I think that is the real distinction there. And so when it comes to holiday stress and just trying to avoid holiday stress, I think that the key is, and I think this is what Henry was starting to get at, the key is to get intentional. So really get intentional. It's not about ignoring what you have to do. Oh, hey, Ali. It's not about choosing between family or work, as many of us feel like we have to do. It's more about getting intentional about, okay, this is the time I'm spending with family, and this is how much time, and this is how I want to spend it, and how I want to really best enjoy it. And then here's the time that I want to invest into career progression. And here is what I am doing towards that progression. You know, you don't want to be spending the holidays sitting there sending out job applications, for God's sake. That is like the total waste of your holidays. You want to be spending it on intentional actions that are going to pay off, that are really going to pay off in your job hunt, really pay off in terms of getting you to where you want to go. And you guys want to be hitting the ground running. You don't want to be in that situation of, oh, it's the holidays. That means there are no jobs available right now, so I will just wait. Because then it's that question of wait until when? People don't get back until what? You're going to have out of office messages until at least mid-January. And then by the time you feel like everyone's back, it's going to be February, and 2019 is already running its course. You guys don't want to start off the year that way. You want to start off ahead of schedule so that as people are coming back to the office, you're starting to get those job offers. You know, people are coming back to you going, all right, we're ready to start your contract, as opposed to you just reaching out to them as they're getting really, really busy again. And so, yeah, the key is really to be intentional. And when you're intentional, which is, again, what it seems like Henry is doing, when you're intentional about your choices and your priorities and what's going to make the biggest difference to you, you don't need to, I mean, it's always going to be a choice, right? You can't spend 100% of your time relaxing and also 100% of your time advancing your career. You're going to have to make some choices, and there are going to be trade-offs. But just think about long-term, what do you want to invest the time in? Because over the holiday period, and I know some of you are working and you have no time off, and believe me, I have been in that situation too, so I'm not saying that everyone has all this time off, and if you don't, then you're a weirdo. I know that that is a common situation as well. But for a lot of you guys, the holiday period is when you have the most time off all year round. And so if that is the case, you want to take advantage of that. And this is the best time to get back in touch with yourself. Remember who you are. Remember who you are as someone who is different from the person who's being undervalued in the workplace. Remember that you are not that person that is doing that thing where you feel you're totally replaceable, and where you feel that people know you as, I don't know, the web guy, where people know you as, oh, you're the copywriter, or you're the whatever it is that you are, that you don't really feel like that's what you're passionate about. In the workplace, you often get known as that one person, and that becomes your identity. That becomes how other people see you, and you start to wear the because you don't feel like it sits right with you. So when you have a bit of time to yourself, that's the perfect time to remember who you actually are, not how other people perceive you, and who you are, what you have to offer, what you love to do, not what you have to do or what you just can do, but what you really love to do. And start to shed all of the stuff that is just how other people see you or what you've been doing in the past, if that is not what you want to do in the future. So yeah, really great time to get back in touch with yourself. Great time, obviously, if you're spending it with family, to spend some time with them. A little word of warning is sometimes when we spend time with family, they want to keep us safe. They want to remind us of where we come from, which is amazing. You should definitely, revel in your roots and remembering where you come from, but you want to leverage all that into your future. So take the strength from that and leverage that into where you want to go, as opposed to going, oh, well, I am doing pretty well compared to my parents, or, oh, well, I guess I'm doing okay. Maybe I should just stay where I am. So just, again, be intentional about it, intentional about who you're spending your time with, how you're spending your time. If there are those holiday parties that are really just going to make you end up drained and tired because they go on late and the people aren't that great anyway, skip them. You see all these articles right now saying just learn to say no, etc. So yeah, learn to say no, but also learn to say yes to what you do want, and yes to having an action plan to get to where you want to go. So the way that I am spending my holidays is pretty much like this. Like me and my team, we're gonna be taking a few days for ourselves just to reconvene with ourselves and with our families, but we are actually still working. So we want to be here for you, for those of you who finally have a little bit of time off, who have been wanting to get on a career roadmap session and wanting to create this plan for the future, because I know many of you have been feeling like you need to make a change, you know you need to make that change, but the days are just running past and you're working hard and you feel like you haven't had a chance to do anything. What we've done is we're still going to be setting aside a couple of slots. They'll be reduced, but we will set up a couple of slots for career roadmap sessions over the holidays. So from now until the beginning, the end of the year, which is what, 1 week? So if you guys want to grab one of those slots over the holidays, this is the best time to get clarity on where you are, what is not working for you in your career, and where you want to go. So you can book one of those calls. It'll be me or my team speaking to you. We're going to discuss all of that. We're going to discuss what your goals are. We'll look at if they're realistic or not realistic, and we'll get you that clarity so we can get you into the space where you are one of these professionals who is out of the fog and living the dream, whatever that dream looks like for you. So we'll figure out if that dream is realistic and doable, and then we'll figure out what are the actual intentional action steps that you're going to have to take in order to make that happen. So book a session. The link is accelerate-your-ambitions.com/apply. That brings you directly to our calendar. You can see what slots we have available right now. Just grab whatever slot works best for you. After that, there's a short questionnaire for you to fill in so that we know more about who you are. And that's going to help us know if you're the right candidate for us to be able to help. And after that, we're going to be hopping on the call at the time that you choose, and we will see if we can help you to meet your goals. So yeah, I know a lot of you guys have had these long lost passions and long lost goals and things like that in the background. So now is a great time to find out if they are actually doable and where you can go from here. So looking forward to meeting you guys on a career roadmap session. I hope you'll have amazing holidays, and that the time will be very intentional and well spent, and that you're going to be feeling great about every minute of that time. And this is how you should be feeling about every day, okay? It shouldn't be like when you're on holiday you feel good and when you're at work you feel bad. That's the kind of feeling. If over the holiday period you have a kind of warm, fuzzy feeling where you're just feeling better about yourself and you're feeling more like yourself, I want you to hang on to that feeling and realize that is how you should feel every day of the year. Maybe a little bit less relaxed if you're not working over the holidays, but you can be working and feeling passionate about what you're doing and feeling like you are yourself and just feeling happy and feeling comfortable when you're really utilizing your main skill set. So I want you to know that. I want you to over the holidays and then reach out and grab a career roadmap session at accelerate-your-ambitions.com/apply. It'll only take about an hour, and it'll be the best hour you could possibly dedicate towards getting that clarity and recharging your career. So I'm really happy to see you guys. Have an amazing next few days, and yeah, we'll be chatting soon. Bye, everyone.